Okay guys, it's Tony Gattari here with another passionate video vitamin. I just really wanted to share with you an amazing strategy on how to handle difficult and angry customers. It's a great idea. It's not my idea. I think I read about it. I think it's an amazingly simple concept that we train around the world now. It's called the look strategy. Well, the L stands for listen. So when you've got a difficult customer, your natural reaction is to try to diffuse the situation. Your natural reaction might be to interrupt them, but don't do that. Listen to them. Let them get it out. It's a bit like they're a hot air balloon. Allow them to just let out the hot air. But here's an important technique. Once you've listened to it, really it's important to repeat it back to them. Because a lot of people, they're in such a state, they actually continue to have another problem. What you want to do is you want to isolate it's the only problem they've got. So you say, look, John, just so I've got this right, the issue that you have with our product is this. Is this correct? And then you might even say, is there anything else? And they go, no. What you've done is you've isolated, you've listened to it, you've bounced it back at them to give them clarity. The next principle in the look strategy is that you must own it. And I really do mean own it. It doesn't mean you can fix it straight away. I recognize that you may not have the authority to fix it. But I think what the customer is looking for is the magic 2 words, I will. I will is really, really powerful. And what I think upsets customers more than anything else is buck passing, where you pass the problem on to someone else because you say, it's not my problem, it's not my job role, it's not something I can resolve. The power is I will. So be very, very clear in I will handle this situation for you, John. I may not be able to do it now, but do you mind if I give you a call back at around 4 o'clock this afternoon? Would you prefer me to phone you at home or on your mobile phone number? So be very clear, not only owning it, but how you're going to communicate and when you're going to communicate back. The other O in the look strategy is originate an idea. You know what really customers are looking for? They're not looking for excuses. They're not looking for, oh, that's horrible. They're looking for the recovery. They're actually looking for, give me an idea, give me a solution. And hopefully your organization has allowed you to operate the boundaries of what those solutions are. So really, God's given you wisdom. It's called common sense. It's really quite simple. You should treat people the way that you would like to be treated yourself. And really come back to them with them ideas of how you can fix the problem. And the other one is to keep going. It's really important that in a customer service experience, especially when you're taking inbound phone calls, it's not very wise to deal with customers complaining on the phone when you've got a lot of phone calls coming in, because it actually upsets the other customers who might want to buy things. That might even exist in a store, because it's not really good business when you hear a difficult customer complaining on the shop floor, because it freaks out the other customers who are about to buy, saying, are we going to be the next one? So it's really important to really isolate customers who are complaining. It's really important, and it's quite acceptable to say, look, John, I'm really busy at the moment. Do you mind if I give you a call back at about 4 o'clock this afternoon? Yeah, and they'll say, yeah, that's fine, just as long as you do that, because let your yes be yes and your no be no. Now, just a couple of other ideas of how to handle difficult customers. Please use precise communication. You must use precise communication. I'll give you an example. Let's just say that you came in and bought a lounge suite from me. And I said, your new lounge suite, Mrs. Jones, will be delivered in 5 to 7 weeks. I'm suggesting that Mrs. Jones, the only thing that she's heard, because she's excited about this lounge suite, she's probably been dreaming about it for the last 10 years. I'm believing that all she will hear is it'll be delivered in 5 weeks. You, as the retailer, think you have to deliver it in 7 weeks. You have a huge communication mismatch there. And I'm probably guaranteeing that Mrs. Jones will be on the phone to you on the Monday morning of the 5th week. I reckon she's probably organised everything else away and she is waiting for that to be delivered on that day. That is a terrible customer experience. So it's really important to under-promise and over-deliver. It's really important that when you are delivering things that you actually give people clear, precise communication. Like this: Mrs. Jones, your new lounge suite will be delivered in 8 working weeks. That's really clear. You're not going to get a phone call on the 5th week saying, where is it? But not only that, there is a likelihood that you'll probably get that lounge suite in earlier, and then you ring up Mrs. Jones and you've just created a memorable experience because she never gets anything before of time, and you're one of the first companies that she's got it before time. You have just created a walking, talking word of mouth advertisements. And the other thing about handling difficult customers is very, very careful of your language. In a society of litigation, never admit that you've made a mistake. Apologise for the inconvenience, but never say we've made a mistake, because as soon as you said you've made a mistake, the customer can take the moral high ground. It doesn't matter what you do after that, they will find it completely unacceptable. But not only that, you open your entire company up for litigation. But if I say to you, Mrs. Jones, we apologise for the inconvenience, she takes it as a mistake, but she doesn't take that moral high ground. So guys, I hope that is some wisdom of how to handle difficult complaining customers. So until next time, God bless you, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Bye.